the whistle blows, we go riding under the palmetto moon. I work all week in that windowless hell, counting down the hours till that engine roars. We go riding under the palmetto moon.
Good afternoon. We're in Wyoming and we're hunting turkeys on the turkey tour here. So we did Alabama this spring, we struck out there. We did Tennessee, we got a bird. We did Oklahoma, we got a bird. We got a bird in Kansas. Just got a couple in Nebraska. And here we are in Wyoming. So just moving right along here. And we're gonna try and do all the states. Whether or not we get one in all the states is a question, but that's the goal. We usually do about 3 days per state, unless the weather's terrible or something, and then maybe we'll do 5 days. And at the end of the day, we're really trying to get the US Super Slam, meaning like get a turkey in all the states, a male turkey. But I might have to go back and fill in some cracks eventually for that. But yeah, I mean, we just came out of Nebraska where I was staying at my brother's place. You know, his kids, they've never been out turkey hunting, so we took them out. If you saw the previous episode, you should go back if you haven't. It's pretty cool. I don't come from a hunting family, you know. I had to learn myself when I was about 12 years old. I started to learn how to hunt. And so it's cool to teach my brother's kids a little bit about turkey hunting. And then we got in a lot of action there. Now we're in a totally different, I mean, this is like extreme different. We're in desert country, hill country, Miriam turkeys. It's a different variety. Oh my gosh, there's a turkey right there. Do you see it? It's right on the edge of that field. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's a tom. Oh my gosh, dude. Go over here, come here quick. Oh my gosh. Put your headnet on. Oh my gosh, here. Come over and right next to me. I don't think we scared him. Hold this though. How ridiculous is it? We're literally like 300 yards from the vehicle. Wyoming. Oh my gosh. I think it's a tom. I think he's got a red head, so it's either a Jake or a tom. Oh yeah, we didn't spook him. He's feeding. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh my gosh. We gotta sneak down to these trees. So they are right over in that field. And we got a pond here. And they're feeding. Hopefully we didn't scare them. Here, hold this for a minute.
I saw one of them.
Oh, he's fanned out. Oh, it's a tom. He's strutting. Oh my gosh. D pound. We already are on the turkey. This spot is amazing. I think this spot is like very underrated because we are way away from towns and roads and stuff. We just got a ticket by a police officer because we went 45 through a town that we didn't even see the speed limit sign for. 70 miles an hour, and then apparently it goes down to 45. And they totally trapped us with that. There was 0 houses. It was like one of these 0 towns. But that's the beauty of getting way out here. Turkeys immediately. Oh my gosh, we gotta get down this hill. Let's crawl down here. We'll go down to this pond and we'll crawl up the edge there and we'll make some calls and hopefully bring them in. There, he strutted. I got him on film here. Perfect. They're just chasing each other around, strutting. You don't have to breathe in later. All right. Well, I'm not totally positive, obviously. You never are. We're hunting wild animals here. But the turkeys are like 400 yards away, and they're up on this little hill. And it's wide open between us and them. And there's some trees over there. It looks like they're probably going to end up roosting over there. So we might not get them tonight, but we'll be back at it tomorrow. We were hoping they'd come back over here and roost over here, but they're not. They're just not cooperating. That's turkey. So we'll see. We're gonna sit out here until it's dark, locate them. We'll see you in the dark tomorrow morning, and they will be gobbling their heads off. They just gobbled. they're gobbling constantly. I mean, it's ridiculous. So this is good. This is really good.
The whistle blows, we go riding under the palmetto moon.
See the screen bee? Perfect spot. So the flock kind of moved off towards this pond over here. We saw all kinds of tracks in the pond yesterday where it's dried mud, so I'm assuming that's where they go in the mornings. Or at least that's where they went this morning, so we're gonna try and like make a little play and get ahead of them here. Welcome back. We heard so the toms we were hunting this morning, we have not gotten on them. They've stayed on this little private field the whole morning with hens. We're gonna give them an hour or two and go back. Morning we've been hearing an aggressive tom just gobbling his head off over here on this side of the lake. So we drove all the way around the lake and we're going to do a few calling sessions over here on these little tree edges and see if he just fires up and comes running in. And hopefully he's a good big old tom. Okay. Just 5 minutes just to make sure, okay. Whew. Temperature sure changes out here. We totally blew a hunt here. We had one gobbling on the other side of this pond that we're on, and all morning he was just hammering. And these ones are all henned up. I mean, they're all in a big pack over here. There's a bunch of toms, it's awesome, but man, they're not coming in, they're henned up, they're staying together. So we said, yeah, let's just drive around to this side of this pond. We do that, we make a few calls, nothing. Walk up a little further, make a few calls, boom, we get a gobble. And he was pretty far away, over the hill, so we're like, well, let's run up to the over a little closer to the top of this hill. We go up there, we sit down, and we heard him gobble. We wait a little bit, call, nothing, call, nothing. Well, it sounded like he was further than he was. He was just on the other side of the hill. So we went over to the road. You could see on the gravel road, it was gated road. Public land, but they put these gates out. You could see his tracks coming up that hill, and you could see where he like took off. So he had heard us coming up that hill. So we botched the hunt, but we're gonna be back at it here this afternoon and tomorrow if we have to, and whatever it takes here. We're on a bunch of birds. Requires a little different tactics in this really, really open country, but we're gonna adjust and figure something out. He thinks that's a real hen over here. Keep looking. Got him strapped. pretty substantial. We just can't resist. There's a turkey over there that just gobbles constantly. When we went over there, we spooked him, but he keeps gobbling. So we're gonna go back over there again. And we had a really close opportunity at a couple, or at a tom and a couple of hens that walked by. We just couldn't pull it off. I mean, we were just like that close. Probably could have shot, but I didn't want to take any kind of iffy shot. I figure it might as well be patient. We got a lot of gobblers around here. And it's our first day hunting some northern shoveler ducks over there. Pretty cool. So we're gonna walk around the pond again and try and get. We even have names for these things. We call this one Dummy because he keeps sounding off all the day long. And we called this other one Boss Hog because he's such a boss. He's running around the other toms and running them off and keeping these hens in control. I don't know where he went. We've been looking for Boss Hog. So while we're waiting for him to kind of figure out what he's gonna do, we're gonna go chase around Dummy a little bit.
Turn on the shot cam. I'm ready.
Oh my God, Steve! Oh my God! Come on, let's go get him. Come on with me. Oh, buddy, let me get my call. Hang on. Put him down. Here, hold this.
Look at that turkey.
Big old beard on him, huh?
Yeah.
He came in quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, we took all day. It's like 4:30. The wind started ripping 17 miles an hour. Big old beard on this bugger. Came from over here somewhere. Worked out into this field. Woo! Big old beard. Look at this beard, D. It's huge. For a Miriam. That's a good one.
Look at this snood.
Alright, let me just let him kick it out a little bit. Buddy. Keep them both going, alright?
Okay.
Whew. Oh, cow. Gee, we finally got it done.
Not finally.
Finally,
It's
it
the
was a
first
whole
day.
day. It was a whole day, though. Let's bring him out here so we can get out of the tall grass.
Look at the colors on it. You can see them on this camera. Oh.
Beautiful turkey.
Yes.
Here somewhere. He probably had worked over towards where we were calling before, and then we worked over this way, and then he came over from there. I'm over here with the sun. D, come here and look at this guy. What a pretty bird, huh? Let's take a look at that fan. Pull that fan out. First Miriam gobbler I've ever shot. Pull it out wide. Oh yeah. That was a hot, long day. This guy, we called him Dummy because he was over here just yakking and yakking all day long. Not as big as the one over there that we called Boss Hog, but I figured he was vulnerable because he was the only turkey over here, I think. The other ones are all henned up over there, the big flock of them. We tried to get that big flock. We spent all day over there working on that. Whew. Finally, we just said, you know what, let's go over here again. And then we went over here, actually. We drove all the way around this lake, came over here, and we spooked him. We drove all the way back. We went and hunted the flock again. We came within about 40 yards of the big Boss Hog one, really big one, dominant bird over there. And he gave us the slip. He didn't like stick around. He just walked by 40. I couldn't get the gun up without spooking him. And Lydia saw him, and I was standing up looking the other direction without my gun for a second. It was just a crazy thing. So we let him walk off. We tried to, we circled around the lake walking. And then we came up here, dude, we got one in Wyoming, buddy.
In the
Holy
desert.
cow. Basically the desert. Alright, we saw this guy from the other side of the lake when we called. He came to the lake shore. And Lydia was skeptical that we could get around the lake without him spotting us, but as the wind started to pick up, I knew we could. And there's always little ridges and stuff. Once you get over here, you realize there's more structure to the landscape. But it was a good hunt. We woke up at 4 a.m. I actually woke up at 3:50 this morning before my alarm. I was so excited about this place because we found like 5 toms. This one we didn't even find. He was on the other side of the lake all day, all by himself. Called him in perfectly. we were doing a little bit of like what we call deer hunting for turkeys, where we were just sitting there waiting for them, taking a nap. But it wasn't panning out. It almost panned out, but it's not as fun. We wanted to call one in, and in this open country that's super hard, so we were just kind of basically deciding, well, let's just deer hunt for turkeys. And when we got this guy fired up, we got the job done. We were able to do it in the traditional way where we called him in. He came in directly behind us too. I was lucky to see him. I was literally up in the tree just to try and get some perspective, just to look around. And I had to jump down the tree, get my gun, load the gun, because I still had it unloaded. I was so skeptical that we were gonna get one. We had to turn on the GoPro, turn on the camera. All the batteries on all of our cameras are basically dead because it's just been that kind of day, just this really long day. My jackery died, but it's a good day. It's an amazing day. We got a Miriam turkey in Wyoming. Now we get to go over to South Dakota and then Minnesota. A little bit less than 3/4. Holy cow, I got a 9 1/4. Put it right up close, that 9 1/4 part. Right down here. Yeah, see it there? See the number 9 in there? $47.
We leave their world in our dust. The night belongs to